The football world off the pitch is crashing out right now, and there's some things we definitely need to talk about. Let's start with José Mourinho. This is alarming because racism in European football is already worsening statistically annually, and now you have a leader and exemplar in the sport right in the midst of the issue. And from the report and other comments directly from José Mourinho, it seems like there's been a pile-up of negative stories attached to Mourinho, at least in Turkey. Because when a whole club like Galatasaray, the biggest club in Turkey, comes out and files complaints to both UEFA and FIFA about an individual for being racist, you don't hear stuff like that. That's incredibly alarming to hear about José Mourinho. We'll wait to see how that story unfolds, including a response from Mourinho and the governing bodies of UEFA and FIFA. The second story report is Jamie Carragher. This was just a ridiculous take on African football, and you said this on live TV, which everyone disagreed with, and then you go on X to reaffirm it. We've talked a lot about AFCON and the value of African football, and also what Ronald Williams was able to achieve as a goalkeeper on African soil. The sad reality is that there are a number of Jamie Carragher, people that work closely with the game of football, that still don't understand the value of African football and what the AFCON tournament means to the players in representing their family and nation. Since we're talking about race, one thing we need to pay attention to is the inequality that's been exercised in football in 2025. The fact that football is the #1 sport in the world, generating all kinds of money, and less than 5% coaches in the top 4 divisions are black. Only 6.9% new hires in management position over the last 12 months were black. 43% of players in the Premier League are black, and only 4.4% are black coaches. Since 1992, the inception of the Premier League, 9 black managers out of 240. A black manager is 41% more likely to be fired than a white manager. And that's when factors such as performance are equal. Owners are obviously not caring because they're generating all this money. But besides the lack of education and sensitivity to social and racial demographics, the lack of diversity in coaching is a significant issue. The FA launched the Football Leadership Diversity Code in 2020. The Premier League launched the Equality, Diversity and Inclusion Standard as a mandatory to clubs in 2021, along with anti-discrimination measures. Obviously, not enough to influence change to a pervasive problem in football. And what about other leagues? If Galatasaray are willing to request governmental support for individual racial incidents, entire leagues should be prepared to implement government intervention to bring attention to inequalities that owners are exercising. Nobody seems to speak up on how black coaches are denied of opportunities. What are your thoughts on the comments from José Mourinho and Jamie Carragher? What do you think needs to be done to address racism in football? Remember to like and subscribe. There's plenty more videos to come.